Is it time for another DeLorean rant? Of course it is. It's always time for a DeLorean rant. The subject of today's rant is motor mount adapters. Specifically, motor mount adapters that hang the motor mounts off the backside of the cross member, like these. As I explained in another video, I only had 1 week to get this engine installed. This was a brand new 0-mile crate engine that was never intended to be in an automobile. It was intended for a stationary mounting purpose. I just repurposed it to go in my DeLorean. And I only had 1 week to get the thing installed before DCS 2004. And it wasn't even a week of full work days. It was a week of evenings because I was still working Monday through Friday. So the motor mounts on this engine are not offset to the rear like they are on a DeLorean engine. They're in the center of the engine. The engine is balanced on the motor mounts because it wasn't intended to have a transmission hanging off the back of it. So I was doing all the work over at the diesel shop at the railroad, and so I grabbed some angle iron and cobbled together these extensions that hang off the cross member, the engine cradle, just to hold the engine long enough to get me to Tennessee. And I said at the time, you know, these are temporary. I'll pull them off at a later date and, you know, put a DeLorean lower engine casting on the engine and, you know, be done with it. And if you look at the old pictures, these things were originally painted blue. Somewhere around the 20-teens, it became obvious that this engine was never coming out of the car. This engine is now a permanent part of the vehicle. And so I just painted my motor mount extensions gray, and there we are. Now, the subject of the rant. When I very first made these extensions, there was much wailing and gnashing of teeth. That these were just, you know, the engine's going to fall out of the car, it's going to break the cross member, the world's going to end, and I'm going to die in a fiery explosion, and God only knows what. And I mean, there was much wailing and gnashing of teeth. I actually had people coming up to me at DCS 2004 and bitching and complaining about the things. Well, fast forward to the year 2024, when the latest and greatest in the exciting world of DeLorean ownership are these LS conversions, the General Motors LS family of engines. Everybody got to put one of these LS engines in their DeLorean. And to do that, they have a ready-made kit that includes adapter plates that look more or less identical to these. They hang your LS engine motor mounts off the backside of the DeLorean engine cradle, just like these do. And everybody's like, that's the hottest thing since sliced bread. Thank God they're motor mounts, adapters, that hang the motor mounts off the backside of the cross member. Somebody should have thought of that years ago. And I was pilloried for doing the exact same thing in 2004. So that is my rant for today, is my motor mount adapters that hang my motor mounts off the backside of the cross member. And now everybody's hanging their motor mounts off the backside of the cross member. And people had the audacity to criticize me for doing this in 2004. And now everybody's doing it. That's our rant for today.